Welcome to this custom deep dive. Today we're exploring the psychology and the reliability of eyewitness testimony.
Yeah, based on a really fascinating set of notes and studies we have. I mean, we already know memory isn't a perfect playback machine, but what's incredible here is just the sheer vulnerability of the storage process.
Right, the mission today is to uncover exactly how easily human memory can be, hacked or even completely distorted, because we often treat our memories like they're these objective video recordings, but the sources reveal they're surprisingly editable.
Exactly. Editable often without us even realizing an edit was made.
Let's look at just the power of phrasing to start.
Right.
Even tiny linguistic shifts change things, like an investigator asking, "Did you see the man?" versus "Did you see a man?"
Right, because saying the man implies he absolutely exists.
Yeah.
And that brings up this classic 1974 study by Loftus and Palmer. They really exposed the mechanics of this by having participants watch videos of car crashes and then estimating the vehicle speeds.
The trick was entirely in the verbs.
It was. Half the group was asked how fast the cars were going when they contacted each other, but the other half got asked how fast they were going when they smashed into each other.
And the smash group obviously estimated significantly higher speeds. But the mind-blowing part is what happened later. A week later, researchers asked those same people if they saw any broken glass in the video.
Right, and there was absolutely zero broken glass in the actual footage.
Zero. Yet 32% of the smash group recalled seeing it, compared to just 12% in the control group. The question literally altered their memory.
It retroactively planted a detail that never existed. We do need to provide some balance here, though, because this was a highly controlled lab study with 45 American college students.
Yeah, so it lacks ecological validity.
Right. I mean, watching a video in a quiet room isn't real life. And population validity, too, since students don't represent everyone. It lacks the adrenaline dump of witnessing a real traumatic pileup on the highway.
That environment factor is huge. In the real world, witnesses rarely just sit in isolation. They talk to the people around them. Which brings us to the Gabbert study from 2003 on post-event discussion.
Oh, that one is staggering.
It really is. They had pairs of co-witnesses watch a staged theft from different camera angles, so each person saw details their partner couldn't see. Then they were told to discuss the event together.
And the cross-contamination after they chatted was incredible. 71% of the witnesses recalled details they hadn't actually seen on their own screen.
Just totally contagious memories.
Completely. 60% even claimed the suspect was guilty without ever witnessing the theft themselves. They just absorbed their partner's reality.
Think about how swapping stories with a friend about a shared event might actually be overwriting your own memory of it. It happens all the time.
It proves how easily our brains integrate outside info to fill in the gaps. But let's add back that variable we touched on earlier, the anxiety factor. How does stress actually impact all this?
Well, the data is wild because it pulls memory in contradictory directions. In one lab scenario, we see the weapon focus effect ruin recall.
Right, the letter opener study.
Yeah, participants overheard an argument. One group saw a man walk out holding a harmless pen, and they hit 49% accuracy on a photo ID. The other group saw him holding a bloodied letter opener, and accuracy plummeted to 33%.
Because the threat of the weapon monopolizes their attention. But contrast that with a real-life shooting study, where witnesses experiencing high stress actually hit an 88% accuracy rate. They beat the low-stress group, who only hit 75.
It seems totally contradictory.
It does, but it makes perfect sense when you look at the Yerkes-Dodson law. It's an inverted U theory. Picture an upside-down U on a graph.
Okay, so the bottom left is zero stress. You're bored, not paying attention, so your recall is terrible. But as stress rises, you travel up the curve to the peak.
Right, you become highly alert, focused, and you take in a ton of detail. But if stress keeps rising, you slide down the other side into sheer panic.
Your cognitive processing gets overwhelmed.
Exactly, your focus narrows completely, like staring at that bloody letter opener, and your memory performance drops off a cliff. Moderate anxiety optimizes your mental performance, while the extremes sabotage it.
So, tying this all together, human memory is not a fixed recording. It's actively shaped by leading questions, contaminated by peer influence, and heavily dependent on exactly where you fall on that inverted U curve of stress.
It's incredibly malleable.
It really is. Which leaves us with a final provocative thought for you to mull over. If hearing a single verb like smashed can make a fully grown adult confidently hallucinate broken glass a week later, what incredibly vivid memories from your own childhood might actually just be stories someone else told you?